Hi there, this is Ingrid again from the Netherlands, aka RockingLUPA, and this is going to be the second part of my third video for the vinyl community, in which I have started a new thread. And in this second part I will answer these questions myself. And the very first question was, what's your very first vinyl record ever, and do you still have it? Yes, of course I have. And this is my very first record, and this is Boney M, and it's a 7-inch, and it's the single Rivers of Babylon. Sadly, Bobby Farrell, he passed away in December last year. Maybe you heard about it. Well, this is my first single ever, and somehow it's not in a very good condition anymore. It plays very bad, and I'm still looking for a better vinyl, better copy, and you know, but I still keep this one because of, you know, it's my first record. And then question number 2. When your first record was a present by someone, then what was the very first record you did actually buy yourself? Of course, I also have that one. And let's see. That was, of course, Thriller by Michael Jackson. And that was in '82, I think. And you know, that was actually the first record I buy myself. Before that I always you know, got vinyl from my parents, for example, but this was actually the first you know, LP I really bought myself. And then question number 3. When did you start collecting records? Well, for me, there's never been another situation, because, you know, I grew up with records, and so I collected them then, and I still do. So there's never been another situation. Okay, and then question number 4. Which music did your parents play at home when you were a kid, and are you influenced by this music or not at all? And do you have records in your collection which your parents did play? Well, for example, my mother liked Demis Roussos a lot, so I have this LP. I guess it's the only one I have from the Demis Roussos, but my mother liked him very much. And also this record was played a lot at home, and this is Jim Reeves, of course, with the hit single He'll Have to Go. Especially my father played it a lot. And also this record was played by my father a lot. It's a Dutch group, The Cats. And the LP is called Signed by the Cats. And also this music was in our house a lot, and that's the Carpenters. carpenters. And of course my parents did have a lot of music, and but also this was played a lot. Johnny Cash. And my father, he also likes German music a lot, but I don't have that in my collection, so I just can show you. But and am I influenced by the music my parents did play? Well, I don't think I like all their music, but the music I carried along with me is sort of country music. So I like Johnny Cash, and I like the Eagles as well. So it's maybe not really country music, but you know, country related stuff. So that's question number 4. And then I have question number 5. Did your parents play music which you were when you were younger, which you didn't like in the first place, but which you began to appreciate when you grew older? Well, I have to show you then this record again. Johnny Cash. You know, when you are a little kid, you think, well, what's that music for older people, you know? And but somehow I began to appreciate Johnny Cash, his music very much, and in fact I have a whole collection with Johnny Cash records now. So, but maybe I will show you in another video. Okay, then that was question number 5, so I go to question number 6. Do you still have, or do you still collect records from your childhood? And for example, children TV shows or something. Yes, of course I have some records. In fact, I have a whole bunch of records from my childhood, but you know, they're too much to show you all now. So I picked a few, and no, these are the ones I want to show you. You maybe understand they are mostly Dutch programs. So for example, I still have this one, Biertje Kolakol. And then I have the Berenboot. And this was about a rabbit called Bobo. It's still very popular here in the Netherlands. And then I have this LP, the Rode Autobus. I had this LP when I was a little kid, but you know, somehow my parents, they gave it away, and I wasn't very happy with that, because it was one of my most favorite records. And I have searched a long time for this LP, and finally I found this. So I'm very happy with this. Peppy and Cookie. I think Mr. Rumpert also will recognize some TV figures here. I think he's about the same age as I do, so must be. I think he must recognize something. And this is Paulus the Boskabouter. And then Kinderen voor Kinderen, which means children for children. And then I have Calimero. That's a very nice nice one too. And then I have some 7 inches. And this is, you know, a real icon for children TV here in Netherlands. Unfortunately, he doesn't live anymore, but when I was a little kid, this was a really very popular TV show for children here in the Holland. It's called Zwiebertje. And then I thought in the beginning of the 70s there was a very popular children TV show, and it's called Q and Q, so Q and the Q. And a couple of years ago I found this 7 inches with the theme of the TV show. I have 2 different ones, in fact, but with the same theme, Q and Q. So that was about my records from children TV programs, TV shows. And then number 7, which music did you listen to the most when you were a teenager? Well, I was a teenager in the 80s, so I you know, I have listened a lot to, among others, Duran Duran, and you know, Eurythmics, and Spandau Ballet, Simple Minds, you know, all those 80s bands. And but maybe I think it's nice to show you in another video. And then question number 8. The music you are collecting in the present, is it mainly music from when you are a teenager in the end, or are you vacant for new music as well? Well, I have a really broad musical taste, so of course I do collect music from when I grew up, you know, in the 80s and stuff. But I also collect new music, and for example, well, I don't have the vinyl, but I have the CD. At the moment I'm listen a lot to Foo Fighters. This is their last album. It's called Wasting Light, and I think the new single Walk, you know, it's an incredible, amazing single. I like it a lot. So Foo Fighters. So this is I think it's really present music from nowadays. So I like music from the 80s, but I still am vacant for new music as well. Okay, and then number 9. There is so much music around from maybe more than 20, 30, 40 years ago, or even longer ago. And many old songs, artists became classics or icons, and you know, they still play their music on the radio. And do you think they're nowadays artists or bands you will still hear on the radio, let's say at least 20 years from now. Yes, I think there I have to choose one because I could go on and on, but I think there is one artist now in the hit parade, and I think, you know, I think in about 20 years you still will hear it on the radio. And of course I talk about Adele. In fact, I have both of her albums on vinyl. So this was her first album, 19, and this is her last album, 21, Adele. I think she's really amazing, and she's good. So I think you know, if I maybe ever once have grandchildren or something, they still do know who Adele is. Okay, and that was question number 9. And the last question, and that was maybe you saw my first video, and then you know that I'm singing in a hard rock band, and my band is called After the Silence. And if you want to know more about us, you can surf to the website www.afterthesilence.nl, and you can find, you know, news facts, biographies, you know, everything, photo gallery, but you can also find links to other media, so as Facebook or YouTube, etc, etc. And we also released a CD, and well, actually we have 2 demos and one studio CD. And our first demo was this one, so Weary Angel's Heart. Sorry, we don't have final releases. It's only on CD. This was our studio release. It's Final Fantasy. And then our latest demo, and it's called Tower of Souls. So this is our latest release on demo. And so this is something about my my band and what I do in music besides collecting. And so I was wondering if there are more people in the vinyl community who actually, you know, besides collecting music, if they make music themselves too. So if you're maybe you know, singing or playing an instrument, or if you are in a band or whatever, I'm very curious to know. So maybe you can tell me about it. That would be really awesome. So please leave your comments or write me a message or something, and you know, your replies are very much welcome about it. And of course also about all the other questions in this thread. I hope you will respond to it, and that would be really awesome. Maybe you were wondering the music you are hearing in the background, and that was actually a Dutch band, and unfortunately they don't exist anymore, but it was After Forever. It's a Dutch hard rock band, and as you can see, it's from the same t-shirt, you know, same thing. Okay, so It's unfortunately they stopped, but still very good record to listen to. So maybe you know After Forever too in the abroad. So let me know about it. And well, I guess this is all for now. And I hope to receive your response and leave your comments and let me know what you think. And well, I hope to see you next time. Bye!